I'm going live. And this is a live in regards to Love and Marriage Huntsville last night's episode. So it was kind of boring, the episode last night, I must say. It was kind of boring. Nothing was really popping too much. However, I'm probably going to start from toward the end or the middle of the episode back to the beginning. Because I just really want to jump in about Martell. He finally revealed that he knew this chick, whatever her name is. What's her name? Letitia, Tanisha. What is that woman's name? The one that talks scared like her. The sad one, the one who had the parents that passed. Her. He finally revealed that he met this woman. I mean, well, he already established that he met her, but it, he revealed that she was over to his house at one point. I don't know when. He didn't specify when. I don't know if it was before Melody, after Melody, during the marriage with Melody. Nobody knows. Okay? Nobody knows. He hasn't revealed that part as of yet. But he did reveal that the chick had been by his house a couple of times. That's what he said, a couple of times. So, yeah, that's crazy that he finally revealed that. I knew it. I just knew it. I'm like, they act too weird. They act too iffy with each other. She almost is mad that he didn't recognize her, or he pretended like he didn't recognize her, and she was tripping about that. And then when they met up at the gym, her outfit that she had on, the little booty shorts, the little short little tank, it's workout gear for sure, but it was just like she broke out the little booty shorts. When all else fails, go to the body. That's what people do. When all else fails, go to the body, because you can attract bees with honey. And no matter how sad she is and how timid she is, she did the old faithful. She attracted them with honey, which is the body. Um, so yeah, that's interesting that he finally revealed that. I don't know if he's going to say any more about that, because Stormy is like on it. She's trying to figure out and find out what all. She's trying to find out what went on or what happened between those two, and I don't blame her at this point because they act weird around each other. And poor Ken, her man, her current man, Ken, poor Ken, because he don't have no clue. I don't think she a trip, but I don't know. She may be a trip. She may be a trip because it almost seems like she don't know what she doing. In terms of like she don't realize that she just got this man like this, just dangling him. I mean, how many men want to actually get married right now? It's not that many. So yeah. Anyway, I'll jump to Sonny and Moses. Now, Sonny and Moses, of all places, they want to move to Huntsville. They are both from and residing in St. Louis, which I have heard St. Louis is kind of bad. Um, yeah, I've heard St. Louis is kind of bad. So it's understandable that they want to move somewhere else or whatever. But how you gonna want to just move to Huntsville on Destiny's territory, Destiny's home? Huntsville is not very big. Everybody know everybody. I think they got one freaking gym. They got a multitude of restaurants and stuff like that, but I think they got one. They may have more than one gym. I don't know. I've never been to Huntsville. I've rolled through there, getting to Montgomery, Alabama, which is where I have family at, but I don't know nothing about Huntsville. But anyway, um, yeah, they want to move to Huntsville and start a family. Of all cities you want to move to Destiny's territory, like, haven't you done enough, Moses? Haven't you done enough? You've already dated this woman's ex-producer slash friend, at least. So Destiny thought she was a friend, and she was sadly mistaken. She was sadly mistaken. That woman stabbed her in the back. Okay, stabbed her in the back. But yeah, so they approached Fletcher, Chris Fletcher, at some point and asked him to help them with property, finding homes out there in Huntsville or whatever. And peep how good of a friend Chris is. Chris is such a good friend to Martell Holt that the first offer or the first suggestion that he got for a home, for someone to purchase a home, he actually showed the home that I guess Martell built. I guess he still is or really is building homes, I guess. According to Chris, he said it out of his mouth. It was a home that Martell built. So I guess he is building homes still. We know it's under that man's license. I don't know the man. It was a friend of theirs or whatever. He had a builder's license, and he's working with him and allowing him to, I guess, build homes under his license. I guess. So yeah. Um, so yeah, the very first home that Chris showed them was the home that Martell built. So he's definitely a friend of Martell's because he's looking out for him and showing that home. They could have actually really bought the home and put some money in Martell's pocket. That's the whole point of Chris doing that in the first place, to actually sell it so the man can get some money. Because he probably know that the man is starving like Marvin, okay, and don't have no money, trying to help him out. So that's a friend. That's what friends do. That is a friend. So Martell should never cross that man. Should never say nothing about that man. Should never cross that man. Should never say nothing bad about that man because that man really likes him because he was helping him out. Even though Sonny said that house was too damn little. She said the house was too little and too small, and they don't want that house. Um, so yeah, they're thinking about moving to Huntsville. They're in motion of starting a family. They're going to start a family and everything like that. It's all in motion. She's been taking IVF. She's in the process of IVF. And they want to start a family in a town, in a city where um, it's not bad or crime filled, not filled with crime and murder and all that stuff. And because they claim, they being the people of Huntsville, claim that Huntsville is up and coming and on the move and on the rise and all that stuff, Huntsville it is. Whatever. I didn't I didn't know that about Huntsville, that it's on the rise and on the move and all this stuff, but that's what they say. So, yeah, that's what they're thinking about. And then Sonny and Moses ended up having a sit down dinner with, the Scotts, Kimmy and Maurice. Uh, they just all over the place. They are literally all over Huntsville, dipping and dabbing in dipping and dabbing, in my opinion, in Destiny's territory. These are all her friends. This is her stumping ground. Why are y'all here? Y'all don't know nobody directly. I mean, Sunny does because she was a producer on the show, but it wasn't like she was a friend to anybody besides Destiny, allegedly. so Destiny thought, or so Destiny is saying, that she was a friend of hers or whatever. So, yeah, that's crazy that she all on Destiny's territory with Destiny's friends and stuff like that. It's like, girl. But I guess that's a part of the show. That's what they want, a part of the show, for Sonny and Moses to be apart. Okay? I guess that's what they want. So she sat down with Maurice and with Moses. I'm sorry, Maurice and Kimmy. Sonny and Moses did. They sat down, they had dinner. Uh, Kimmy is feeling away about meeting with them because she is friends with Destiny, so she says. But she also has an affection for Sonny, because Sonny was very much concerned when Kimmy had her cancer scare, and showed a lot of empathy and concern about her, or to her, when she was sick. And Kimmy remembers that, and Kimmy appreciates that. So, yeah, she has a little thing for her. She wants to be nice with her and be fair with her, which is cool. But I don't know. You might have to pick a side. Gimme. You might have to pick a side. It's either going to be Destiny or it's going to be Sunny. You can't do both. And I believe Destiny will ask her about that and challenge her on that. Like, which one are you going to do? Who friend are you going to be? You're going to be a friend of mine, or you're going to be a friend of Sonny and Moses? Pick side. Pick a side. So, yeah, they sat down. They had talks. They talked about coming from the wrong side of the tracks and their perspective um, cities, which, of course, Maurice is from Pontiac, Michigan. Kimmy is from Baltimore. And of course, Sonny and Moses is from St. Louis. So, three rather rough places to be from, where life can be a little difficult if you're on the wrong side of the track. So they all have that in common. And she Sonny told Kimmy, that they are trying to start a family, have a family, and everything, and are looking for homes, looking for places to start a family and live and build and grow as a family. And she mentioned that Chris Fletcher did show her a home. She did. She mentioned that Chris Fletcher showed her a home, but nothing's written in stone. They haven't signed anything, and she's still open. She's still open to see what's out there. So now, at some point, Kimmy is going to show her property. And, hopefully Kimmy will show her a better house than what Chris did. Chris, like I said, he was trying to help Martell out, because Chris Fletcher sells multi-million dollar homes. I'm sure he has more homes on his roster that are better, bigger than that little home that he showed them that belonged to Martell. But because he's friends with Martell, he was trying to help him out and started off with that little thing. No, not. But yeah, she said ain't none written in stone, and so now Kimmy can also show her houses as well. So they might show that on the show at a later date. Who knows? Stormy ends up talking to Martell at her warehouse. Oh, my eye. Got a piece of hair in my eye. Stormy ends up talking to Martell at her warehouse. And basically, the gist of the story is that she invited Mel as well to the Lovers and Friends party, and Mel said no. If Martell is coming, I don't want to be in attendance. That's okay. Thanks. And Stormy was okay with that. She was just like, I wanted to let her know, I wanted to tell her. And so, yeah, Martell, he goes on and off, always trying to talk about their relationship and what Mel does and all that stuff. He just loves to recap it. He also recapped it when he was at the showing of the house with Sonny and Moses and Mr. Fletcher. You still trying to recap stuff and bring up the relationship. It's like, let it go, Martell. Damn, let it go. He cannot let this stuff go. He got to recap his version of the truth every chance he gets, no matter what. But anyway, so when he was talking to Stormy, he told her, like, yeah, male is this, male is that. It's like, move on, Martell. So Stormy went on to tell him, like, oh, I saw that you had got arrested for this DV communication stuff. Guess what? So did I. I got arrested for that same thing. Now, look, y'all, this is weird to me. Huntsville Police Department, or their rules or their guidelines or whatever, it's weird. How the heck did Stormy get accused of DV communications? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't really care for Stormy, but in her defense, like, how did she get charged with that? The woman came up to her place of business. She didn't, to my knowledge, from what I saw, she didn't go inside the girl's business. She got out of her car. She had her phone. It was recording. She went up to the door. Because as I stated before, because they can see out, they saw the woman come to the door. So that's when her husband came, opened the door, and was asked her, what did she want? What was she doing? Yada, yada, yada. I don't know if it's verbatim, but that was the gist of it. So Stormy did go off. She did use profanity. She was saying that everybody was weird. The millimeter people weird. The blogger people from YouTube is weird. She's here. She's blah blah blah. But okay, she did go off. She used profanity. I think she did call a woman out of her name and all that stuff. But how did she get charged with that? How did she get charged with DV communications, y'all? She didn't do nothing. All she did was went off on a woman. And in all actuality, I think I would have done the same thing. Like, I would have been like, what are you doing up here? Don't come up here to my place of business. Same thing. So, it's a trip that she got charged with that. Because, like I said, I don't care for Stormy, but I don't think she did anything. She could have been nicer to the woman. This is true. Right? She could have been nicer. She didn't have to go off on her and say the profanity. But I just don't understand how she got charged with anything. Like, if this was where I live in Michigan, she would have never got charged with nothing, because that's not harassment in any shape or form. First of all, it has to be repetitive for it to be considered harassment. Or if it's not repetitive, it would have just had to have gone on for a longer period of time, been more dramatic. You know what I mean? Like, it really would have to have been like something. But that incident right there, that wouldn't have constituted for a person to get charged with that here, where I'm at, where I live. So it's a trip to me that Huntsville is so, I don't want to say stupid, but I don't know, petty. I don't know. It don't take much for you to get charged with stuff, certain things there. I'll put it that way. But yeah, that's just weird to me that she actually got charged and had to turn herself in. Like I said, I don't really care for Stormy, but I don't think she did anything wrong. She just got offended and flipped out on the woman for coming up to her business. It was unwarranted, meaning she didn't want it to happen. She wasn't expecting it, and it was kind of out of the blue for her. So when she seen her, yes, and then she knew she was like from YouTube and all that, and then she probably figured that she was a millimeter and all that. So yeah, it pissed her off. That's normal. Why would you get arrested for that? That's just weird on so many levels to me, just to me. But I don't know what Titanic told the police, rather. I don't know what she told the police. She had a video, so maybe she actually saw a video. I mean, maybe the police actually saw the video or maybe she didn't show him the video and she just kind of verbatim told him what happened. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird that she got arrested, had to turn herself in. But anyway, wasn't that big of a deal. She turned herself in. She posted the bond. She had to leave. But hell, she got a mug shot. She had to go through that mess. I think it was an hour or so, which was really, really fast. Had it been here where I stayed, that shit would have took like maybe 4 hours or more. For real. To have your name go through the system, it took about 4 5 hours or more or whatever. But anyway, and they probably do that stuff on purpose. It probably is just an hour, but they prolong things to teach you a lesson, to make you not want to do certain things again, things like that. But anyway, she got through it. She got out. Her mom didn't show up for her. I don't want to talk about her mom because the first thing I always go to is her mom's looks, and I'm not going to do that. Okay, her mom's looks is challenging for me, simple and plain. They're just challenging. But it's a trip that her mom didn't show up for her when she was going through that. It's a time and a place to teach people lessons. You don't teach her a lesson when she's actually going through it, maybe after the fact, but not during. Because the child is, even though she's a grown woman, she's just going to remember and feel like you're not there for her, which is making a um, making the mom and the daughter have a bad relationship. So why would you want to do that, Miss Stormy or Miss Steele or whatever her name is? Why would you want to do that? You're leaving a bad impression on the daughter because all she's going to think is that you don't deep down love her or you're not there for her at the time of need. What mother wants their daughter to think that about them? And she talking about what her daddy said, and I don't got time for them old cliche mess. It's stupid. Anyway, so that was that. We didn't see Mel this episode. Um, the Fletchers, Nell and her kids, they beg. They beg. They ask for money all the time, and they never pay it back. That's generally how kids are with their parents. I mean, sometimes kids pay money back, but apparently hers don't, and she tired of it. They're not going broke, but it's like she tired of loaning them money, point blank in the period. So it was interesting to find out that one of them kids, I think her name is Kiki as well, one of them kids are not hers biologically and Fletcher's biologically. It's just a young lady that they've taken in and I guess called their daughter or whatever. So when Nell was sitting there saying that she's not going to be there for them anymore for the kids by way of finances, not loaning y'all money constantly and constantly, no more. The girl just kind of got sentimental and upset. She was saying that she didn't want to hear that. Uh, she didn't have anybody. She don't really have a mother. She don't really have a father. Nell and Fletcher was the closest thing to that, or the only mother and father that she actually knew or know. And yeah, so she got sad and sentimental or whatever. And Nell was trying to ensure to her, like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. You're still our play daughter or stepdaughter or whatever they consider her as. But I just mean I ain't going to be able to be there for you financially no more. Only the grandkids. I'm sorry. Point blank in the period. And I don't blame Nell. Like, you know, all these hundreds and hundreds of dollars week in and week out or monthly. That's something me and my husband be going on trips or maybe opening up another business or whatever they want to do. If they're older, they're at that stage, they can do that. But they can't do that because they got 1,400 kids that keep asking for $100, $200, $300, or whatever. God forbid if it's more than $300 and $400. I know the son did ask for what, 4 or 5 for a bond to get out of jail, and he never did pay that back. And so that's why Neil is up to here. She's up to here with it. She's tired. So, yeah. So we'll see. I guess we'll see how that goes. You know, Carlos King loved going all off into the extended family of some of these people when you need to stick to the core six. And now Stormy and her husband, and Destiny and her husband. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I'm putting it out there for her. I'm putting it in the atmosphere that she'll get a husband again. But Carlos King needs to stick to the core six. Destiny, Stormy and her husband, and now Sonny and Moses. Stick to that. That's all we want to focus on. We don't want to focus on these people's extended families. Like, what was that, last season when he had a scene where it was about a good 20, 15 minutes, 20 minutes with Stormy's mother and her sister and all them. It's like, I had almost forgot what I was looking at, what program I was looking at. I'm like, what is this? So, yeah. I don't know why he does that. He does that often. So, and I understand that he wants to kind of capitalize on the other things that's going on in these people's lives, but don't go overboard with it. Do not go overboard with it. Anyway, I think that's about it. They did not show the scary girl. I don't know her name. Is it Latrice, Tracy? They didn't show her and her boyfriend Ken. Did they? No, they didn't. That was pretty much it. They didn't show Destiny either, really. That was pretty much the extent of the show. It was kind of snooze fest. But yeah, if you guys have a point of the show that you want to talk about, I do see some comments out there. I can't read them. I don't have my glasses on. But if you guys want to comment, please do like the live. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for returning. I know I don't put a notification out ahead of time that I am doing these lives. I got to get used to it. I don't know. It seems like a lot. You got to prepare and put your notification out that the live is coming. I don't know. I'm not good with all that pre stuff, like posting posting a thing saying something coming up and all this stuff. I'm not good with that. I'm kind of like, and I got to get better. I know I got to get better, but I'm kind of like, I just do it. You know what I mean? So please look at the replay for those of you who did not catch the actual live when I was doing it. But thank you so much for listening and tuning in. And until next time, ciao.